Okay, it's time. Time for this is day 22. So I'm doing this after work the other day because I went to sleep fairly late yesterday. But oh well. But tonight I have off, so I'm probably gonna do this and then do the next hour when I wake up. So then I have the 2 hours, or have today and then the hour for tomorrow out of the way. Then I don't have to. I think it is much better doing it before I go to work after, because at least that I managed to get it on the way. Error. Please mean there's an error. So I'm gonna try to do another. I keep my cats whining. I would let my cats in, but they don't want to listen. So they lost the privilege of coming to my bedroom. Okay, so hopefully everything's working fine now. I'm gonna close this tab and this tab and this tab. I don't know what was causing the issue, but okay, it seems to be working now. So we're gonna do another. I was gonna say another month, another day studying. Okay, let's see what we got here. Just trying to see what else. Okay, so I guess I might as well look through the grammar points again just to make sure. So might as well do the verbs. I wonder how verb conjugation works in Russian, or even say Finnish. Now you say why those two in languages seem pretty random. Well, I have books on Finnish and Russian, so I'm just curious because one, Finnish is not an Indo-European language, so I don't know. Oh my goodness, no! I got this. I got some of my. Yeah, I just took a shower. Damn it! I got this book a bit wet. Wow, what the hell? How big of a drop was that? How did it go through that many pages? It only went through like 5 pages. Very strange. Cioè, sappiamo, sapete, sanno. Dico, dici, dice, diciamo, dite, dicono. Or dicono, maybe. That sucks though, because now there's going to be this permanent stain of water. Did you go to the page before that too? Wow, you kind of said there, but it was a it was a big drop of hair, I guess. I mean, I don't know. That's what I hope it was. Okay, let's keep going. It's my brother's book. It's my book, so I guess it shouldn't be way too much. Okay, so let's see this. Okay, so sapere, dire, and then avere. Yeah, of course. I don't even remember the conjugation for all the conjugations of avere. There's avere, so sete first, which is I don't think it's the same as three. Okay, sete, fame, ahora. Yeah. Sonno. Okay, so sonno just means be sleepy, maybe tired. Okay. Ragione, torto. Yeah, so I'm going for 3 minutes. I don't know why the stream. I lost a few minutes there doing that. Okay, so yeah. Un bicchiere d'acqua, per favore. Bicchiere d'acqua. Curious. Per favore. Osete. Yeah. I'm thirsty. Osete. Oh wow, this wet you up there? How many drops of water did I get on you? Alright, don't obsess over too much. Okay, ho sonno. Vado a letto. I feel sleeping more. Okay. No, lui non ha torto, ha ragione. Okay. No, lui non ha torto, ha ragione. A due passi da qui. Okay, so distance. A due, yeah, for a distance. Okay. A due passi da qui, a 10 chilometri da Roma. A 2 chilometri dall'autostrada, vedi? Della... come grande, come sono eleganti, come bella questa borsa. Ok. Come la sua casa, come l'amico di Pietro. Attenzione, le piace, le piacciono. Ok. Sì. So use the indirect powers pronoun. Okay, yeah. Mi piace, mi piace tanto questo sede. Questo, actually, I don't know how you pronounce. I'm gonna see if I can find pronunciation for that. And actually, after this, we'll see. Uh, did it say CDI? GD. Okay, GD. GD. Okay, GD. That's how it's pronounced. GD. Just be like they were expecting or something. GD. Which is why I responded in GD. GD. Actually, damn it, I forgot to check. What's the. It's masculine. Okay, GD. It says it's invariable. So you'd say tengo. 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 Is it tenere? Tengo. Oh my god. Tengo 20, 20, 20, 21, sì, 20. Tengo 21 shaded. Okay, so it's actually a summary of Italian grammar back here. Is there a summary of English grammar? Because English has grammar too. Oh, there we go. Note sulla grammatica inglese. There is, but so irregular verbs. It says continued. Where are the main ones? Avere. Oh, yeah, I said tango. It's not ten. Yeah, see, I said tango. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, 21 cede. I don't know why I said tango. Oh, I know why I said tango because French, but not French, Spanish. But they do have tenere, but that's not the same thing. Okay, yeah, I know. So shows the present, the future, perfect, the imperfect. It feels like there should be more than that. Oh, there you go. I see it. Yeah, there's go. So present, future, conditional, perfect, imperfect, pluperfect, past, historic, present subjunctive, past subjunctive, imperative. There we go. So it lists, and there's also the past participle. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it lists 10 forms, which is very interesting. I'm just curious. Let me take a look at this now. Yeah, so the present, the future, the conditional, the perfect, the imperfect, Pluperfect, past historic. I don't know what past historic means. I don't know if that means it's not used regularly in modern Italian, or if it's just called that for whatever reason. In fact, it's probably like the past example. I don't even know what the. That's actually, now that I think about it. Oh, this is Oxford. This isn't even Collins Dictionary. I don't know. I thought this was Collins, Oxford, but I don't. Actually, I have a Spanish one, but I don't know the names of the tenses for Italian for Spanish. Pluscuamperfecto, maybe. Okay, so present, future, conditional, perfect. It's actually okay, no. Okay, well, the past participle. Oh, so past participle changes based on the. Oh, it's just essere. Oh no, just that. Okay, so I didn't know that it could change based on the gender. Is it stato or stata? Now this is interesting. Yeah, okay. Okay. Now I'm very curious. I'm going to actually check this. The summary might be good because it's not going to go into depth as I said, but it might help me get like a simple idea of certain things. Like I said, it's not going to give me a great in depth look, but I can try. So nouns all Italian nouns either masculine, feminine, or they're both based on singular and plural. It says the general nouns that you know are usually masculine. This is usually, but I wish it would tell you an exception. Okay. Okay, so il ragazzo vuoi lo sbaglio. So let's say you say a mistake. So sbaglio, lo sbaglio. Is it spa? It can't be sp, lo sbaglio, lo sbaglio. So lo sbaglio. Should I write this? Yes. Will I write it? I don't know. I don't know where I put my pen. I don't know. Sometimes I wish I could just read, not write, but it's like sometimes I feel like I'm obligated to write this. Just lo sbaglio. It's a mistake. Un treno, yeah, l'amico, un albero. Three, okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Un albero, okay. So uno is below specchio mirror, okay. So I guess maybe using the definite articles in the best because there's which can be it can be either or. It starts with the word starts with a vowel. Again, it can also be like a uno. So it's not like French where at least if you do un, you know, but because they also got the same problem. But no, here because it's un amico, l'aran, l'arancia, orange. Okay, l'arancia. So that's an example. That's feminine. But it says nouns in use feminine. Nouns in it could be either masculine or feminine. Un nome, una ragione, la stagione, un giornale. Okay, plural forms. That's the thing. That's the one problem with learning so many languages. So English, oh, it's my native language, so I'm not going to bother that. But so if I'm learning how many gendered languages, that'd be French, Spanish, Italian. I've also done German. That's four right there. You have to make sure you get those right. But I'm trying to think what else. Swedish. I did some Swedish too. I guess Greek and Portuguese as well. But I think there's Chinese and Japanese which don't have gender, but I guess they have something called measure words or counters, which they have like something, but it's not the same thing as gender. Okay. I ragazzi, gli amici, gli sbagli. Okay, pronouns and actions. Okay, ragazze, le amiche, le scuole. E so all nouns and actions to i genitori, le stazioni. Nouns and accent and vowels do not change in the plural. Okay, il caffè, la città, le città, la virtù, le virtù, so virtuous, le virtù, la virtù, la virtù. Some of like obviously this is stuff I already kind of knew, but some of these words I didn't know. Nouns ending in a consonant imported from other languages do not change in the plural. So computer, lo sport, gli sport, l'autobus, gli autobus. So it would tell me that it's masculine. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Different articles. So masculine forms before, yeah. So it's il, I, itlano, gli, labero, liavo, and then gn, es, zs plus consonant. Okay. Lo studenti, gli studenti. It's still hard. No. So any consonant, la, le, and then le. So okay, so the indefinite article, uno, same. Una stanza, una aspirina. Okay, so adjectives, yeah, the green number in general from noun origin for Italian adjectives in neither o or e. So pigro, pigri, lazy, felice, felici. Felice, felici. In consonant A, E, I, O, U, I, O, U. Okay, so le stazioni, il caffè, la città, la virtù, il caffè, la città, la virtù. Okay. Il computer. Okay, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, so it's pigro, pigri, felice, felici, pigra, pigre, felici, felice, felici. Yeah, because that's how it goes. This is something I really need a lot more practice doing. When you have a mixture of masculine and feminine nouns, the adjective ending is masculine. Okay, Max e Anna sono pigri, gentili. It's not surprising because apparently I don't know if I wonder if there are languages that do the opposite. You please have an answer here. Ho letto, ho letto un libro interessante. Più common actually bello, brutto, buono, cattivo, piccolo, grande, giovane, vecchio, nuovo, which we placed before that now. It's a lot. They probably have that in the practice makes perfect book. I should probably check it there. But I'm just doing this because this is like a good, like I said, a good like quick introduction, just to just get an idea of the grammar. Possessive adjectives. Okay, in Italian, the possessive adjective agrees in gender. This is what I should have done. Well, I guess for next time, just do this basically. Okay, in Italian, the possessive adjectives agrees. The possessive adjective, I think I said in plural. The possessive adjective agrees in gender and number with what is possessed and not with the possessor. Possessive, it's the same as in French. Okay, the possessive, or in Spanish too, for that matter, but it makes sense. Or all Romance languages. The possessive adjective is generally preceded by the identifical il mio ufficio, il mio, la mia, il tuo, la tua, il suo, la sua, la nostra, il vostro, la vostra, il loro, la loro, i miei, le mie, i tuoi, le tue, i suoi, le sue, i nostri, le nostre, i vostri, le vostre, i loro, le loro. says except for loro. Except with loro, the job refers to single immediate pronouns, mia sorella, tuo fratello, but le mie sorelle, I tuoi fratelli, la loro sorella. I wonder why loro is like that. I loro fratelli. Okay, questo, quello. This not in pronouns. Yep. Also takes the use as adjectives, whether it's used as adjective pronoun. Quello also takes these and uses a pronoun. When it comes to pronoun, it takes the same endings as different article. Okay, quello, quella casa, quell'amico, quelli, quelle, yeah, quelli amici, quelle case. Yeah, I burned my mouth yesterday. I think I made a mistake because I would have done it yesterday. I would have done it before yesterday when I streamed. So yeah. Subject pronouns. Okay, in Italian, subject pronouns are generally omitted unless you want to place emphasis on the subject, so the verb in yo, tu, lui, lei. I gave my cat already. Noi, voi, loro. I feel kind of bad, but like, two form is used when speaking to a child or someone you know well. The lay form when speaking to an adult you don't know well. So the lay form is in sticking out. I don't. Oh my god, it's very distracting hearing my cat stuff. Which I know that's the point. They do that because they want me to let them inside. But I said I would let them inside, but they I start chewing on the cord to try to taking tacks off my leg, and I don't want to step on a tack. I've done that before where they would assure me. I'm assuming it had been her. She took a tack off my flag on the wall, and I stepped on the tack, not knowing that she had done that, and not her. I'll tell you that. Okay. Mi, ti, lo, la, chi. Okay, yeah. So mi, ti, lo, la, chi, vi, li, le. Mi, ti, lo, la, chi, vi, li, le. Mi, ti, li. Okay, yeah. So mi, ti, li, le, chi, vi, li. So this is something I'm gonna have to. Well, I gotta pronounce the GL sound, sure, because I know I don't got it right at all. I don't got it right at all. But so me, the, le, g, b, I just have to listen to it and keep trying to repeat it until I got it. Okay, indirect object pronouns are used with verbs which are normally followed by prepositions such as telefonarea, darea. Okay. Anna telefona a Maria. Anna le telefona. Le telefona. I think it's telefona. Anna telefona Mario. Anna gli telefona. So it's the same as him, yeah, and them. I'm pretty sure that came out before when I saw this. So I noted that before. Okay. Position of direct and indirect object pronouns. Both direct and indirect object pronouns come before the verb or before avere, essere in the perfect tense. If both appear in a sentence, the indirect comes before the direct pronoun. Yeah, okay. Je l'ai fait. Je le fait. No, yeah, je l'ai fait. Yeah, it's the same in French. Or before avere, essere in the perfect tense. I was just writing. Okay. When both appear in a sentence, the indirect comes before the direct pronoun. So the indirect comes before the direct pronoun. The indirect pronoun may also change form. So the indirect, je le lui ai dit. Je le lui ai dit. Told him that. So that's different than French. Je le lui ai dit. Je le lui ai dit. Oh, that's now it's making me question my own French. Okay, yeah. So when both appear in a sentence, the indirect comes before the direct pronoun. The indirect pronoun may also change form. Okay. Ti offro un caffè. Le scrivo domani. Mi piacciono quelli stivali. Ti compro Me lo avete comprato. Okay. Well, there are two verbs, and the second isn't it? Okay, so me lo, tu me la, okay, tu me l'has acheté, 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 tu me l'has acheté. I don't know. See that? Okay, so I'm not saying the right language right now though, so stop dwelling too much on that. I'm gonna have to get out of here after this. I was gonna spend some more time with my cats because they really want to see me. I guess. Mi piacciono quegli stivali, li compro. Me lo avete comprato. Okay. When there are two verbs and the second is an infinitive, the pronoun comes either before the first. Okay, so when there are two verbs and the second comes either before the first verb combines with the infinitive. Okay. Ti vorrei incontrare. Vorrei incontrarti. I think it's the same. Okay, you can do that in Spanish too. Ti vorrei incontrare. Vorrei incontrarti. I don't know if there's any like real significance or between the two, if it like changes the emphasis or anything, or it's just like yeah. So I'm going on time. So if it's really just random. Okay, so let's see. Before direct object pronoun, the indirect object pronouns me, ti, cin, vi change to me, te, ce, and ve. Okay. Ti abbiamo già dato il libro. Ti abbiamo già dato. Ti abbiamo già dato. Abbiamo, so we, già must mean, or già must mean, dato sounds like dare. So già must mean already. Ti abbiamo già dato il libro. Ok, te lo abbiamo già dato. Te lo abbiamo già dato. Ok, vi mando la lettera domani. Vi la mando domani. The third person indirect pronouns le, vi, gli. Oh my goodness, okay. Margot la li let from one word. See, this is like some. I'm gonna have to do a lot more studying on this. This is a good like primer just for me to have an idea of what's to come. So go mando un biglietto d'auguri al nonni. Glielo mando, ok. Mando un biglietto d'auguri ai nonni. Glielo mando, ok. I want to cause some trouble. Um, These forms come before the verb or can be joined in infinitive. Okay, do, dovrei, darglielo. Okay, dovrei darglielo. Disjunctive pronouns. What does that mean, disjunctive? Me, te, lui, lei, noi, voi, loro. It's a lot of. This is information overload, maybe? I don't know. Okay, I have something I can do, but I don't. I have another idea in mind, so we'll see. Of course, because I can't. My mind is always racing. I can't be a happy person. I can't be one of those people whose mind's always busy but is happy instead of being one of those people who has chronic depression and his mind's always racing. Okay. Me, te, lui, lei, noi, voi, loro. Okay, just structured pronouns used for emphasis after prepositions such as I, da, con. Okay. Conosco lui. Maria gioca con noi, lo fa per me, viene con te. Okay. Possessive pronouns, yeah, the same form as the possessive action. Questa è la mia bicicletta e quella è la mia. La mia. Okay, yeah, it's pretty similar than la mia. Okay. The articles used with family members in singular. Mia nonna abita a Roma. La mia abita a Napoli. Chi, okay. She is, okay, used to refer to location used to mean here or there, although in some instances its meaning in English is understood rather than translated. It usually comes before the verb. Okay, yeah. Siete mai stati a Parigi? Sì, ci siamo andati molte volte. Molte volte, ok. Siete mai stati a Parigi? Oh my god. I feel like I want to get a fucking like ice cube. It just shove the ice cube in my mouth, have it rub against the top parts of my mouth to soften the like to freeze the burn so I don't feel it. I knew it was gonna be hot as soon as I ate that slice, but I didn't feel like waiting. That was shows you, I guess, being in a rush means you make poor decisions at times. Even when you know the decision's going to be wrong. Like quando andate a Roma, ci andiamo venerdì. E ci andiamo venerdì, ok. Siete mai stati a Parigi? Sì, ci siamo andati molte volte. Okay. Ne can mean of it, him, her, about it, him, her. So over them, about them. In some instances, it isn't translated, it must be included. Ne. That's like something I'm gonna have to really search up more because it's not like the ne expletive. It's not French. Okay. Ne can mean of it. Vorrei delle banane. Quante ne vuole? So how many? And then so quante ne vuole? Maria parlerà delle sue vacanze. Maria ne parlerà. Maria ne parlerà. 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 This is the problem. I need to listen to more. I think I would say atrophying, but that doesn't seem like my pronunciation's atrophying because I'm not listening to enough Italian. Maybe some I can just watch one of these. I can just actually, like I said, I'm gonna after this month's up. I'm gonna have to do, but not have to do. I can do a tactic much different from what I'm doing now because I'm gonna probably just do a lot more listening because for some reason in my goal became just do an hour each day instead of do at least an hour a day. So like the stream, like this is what all I wanted to do, like to study, except for maybe there are some days where I went short. So I did that. Okay, so prepositions in addition to the general meaning of prepositions, you can follow use so particularly with noted. What cities? Okay. Abito a Palma. Vado a Parigi. In countries and regions, okay. Vivono in Italia, in Toscana. The express position, the mamma. Di Federica, da name of person means ora the house. Okay. Vai da Paola. Andate dal giornalaio. Sei già stato dai dentista? Da, okay, present test described action which began in the past and which continues the present for sense. Okay. È malato da 2 giorni. Lavorano qui dal, oh my god, 1900, 965. I got, ooh, see, I guess I'm gonna have to do the numbers too. There's a lot of stuff that clearly I'm not remembering very well. The preposition, how much of this is there left? Okay, So it's not. This isn't actually that long, but it's a good primer, I guess. He said it's nothing in depth, so you can't just read this and then say, oh, I know Italian grammar. But it's a good. I said it's good like a primer. Say, oh, this is what you're going to be doing. So da plus present tense describing action which began in the past. Okay, I already said that. Prepositions and articles. Questions a, da, di, in, and su are followed by the definite article. The words combine as follows. Il, aso, al, allo, al, alla, ai, alli, alle, dal, dallo, dal, dalla, dai, dalli, dalle, del, dello, del, della, dei, delli, delle, nel, nello, nel, nella, nei, nelli, nelle, sul, sullo, sul, sulla, sui, sugli, sulle. La sveglia è sul comodino. Blanco che si sveglia. I pantaloni sono nell'armadio. Adverbs are good episode. Most of the adverbs are formed by adding mente to the feminine form of the adjective. Okay, lento, lentamente. Vero, veramente. Adjectives ending in and simplicity add mente. Triste, tristemente. Semplice, semplicemente. Okay. So adjectives ends in re or le, the eavesdrop. Normale, normalmente. Regolare, regolarmente. That seems like some. I think I might saw that somewhere, but I don't remember where. The comparative and superlative. Okay, okay. Lui è più giovane di lei. Lui è meno vivace di lei. Okay. Più di e meno di. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. And you say tanto, quanto, or come. Yeah. For the similarities. And that's the thing. It's like this is 22, 73. I guess you could say I've definitely learned since I started. I definitely like nowhere near anywhere like approaching satisfactory though, but like I can tell like I'm better now than I was before the start. Meno di tanto quanto come. Lui è alto quanto lei. Okay, superlative say the most is il, la, il più. Okay, il meno. Mara è la più giovane. Franco è il più alto. È la ragazza più intelligente della classe. È la ragazza più intelligente della classe. Okay. I guess that she's the cleverest girl in her class. Wouldn't you just say she's the smartest girl in her class? I don't know. È la ragazza più intelligente della classe. È l'albergo più costoso di Venezia. Okay. Irregular forms. Some adjectives have two different forms of the comparative and superlative. The distinctions in meaning are slight and best known in context. Okay, buono is good. Più buono, migliore. Il più buono a il migliore. Oh, okay. I didn't know they even have. I thought it was always just migliore. Cattivo, più cattivo, peggiore. Il più cattivo, il peggiore. Oh, interesting. Very interesting indeed. Just quantity plus article. Ordino del vino. Shall I order some wine? Yep. Preferisco dell'acqua. I prefer some water. Comprar dei pomodori. Hai delle aspirine? Do you have any aspirin? There's aspirin's the shows registered trademark. I don't actually. I think in Canada, aspirin's not trademarked. I think in the United States, aspirin is a trademark though. Qualche. Okay, qualche. It's always followed by a singular noun. Ho qualche amico a Roma. Yeah, see, there we go. Asking questions. Okay, there are two ways of asking questions. A, you keep the same wording in the sentence, but use the writing and intonation. Yeah. Pretty sure that you can do that essentially any language. Maybe not. Like even in Chinese, which is a tonal language, you can still do that. Like 你是中国人？You see it? 你是中国人？Big question. You can say 你是中国人吗? You can use that too. But I mean, I was just trying to like. It's been 6 years since I've spoken Chinese, so it's horrible. Oh my god, I look horrible too. But it's horrible. I'm horribly out of practice with it. But I was just giving it a quick dirty example because that's like a tonal language. I think, oh, a tonal language you can't do it, but you can still do it even with a tonal language. I think some people exaggerate. Okay, I was my tones were probably horrible there, but I mean, some people I think kind of exaggerate how difficult it is to learn the tones. Like, I'm not gonna say it's the easiest thing in the world, but like once you get used to the intonation, like it's not so bad. Oh, like I said, it's been 6 years since spoken Chinese, so still I'm pretty bad at it right now. Okay, what was I doing? I was getting sidetracked. Okay, this question is okay. Use the right question or use the question word and the verb, the subject, and English. It's è inglese. Are you English? Dove lavora Roberta? English make it in English and add non from the verb. Sono americano, non sono americano. Okay, then there's numbers, which I'm actually curious. Si 70. I said 60, but that's 60. Although you wouldn't have seen this anyways, actually, I'm doing so. I guess you could. Okay, 70. Okay. It doesn't show the eight even though you should because 81, but 88. I feel like you should have okay, 1000, 2000, 1000, 100, 101, 102, 200, 202. Okay, 999. Okay, so verbs. If dictionaries have to use those verbs dependent form, yeah. Are, exes. Whenever we get to the verbs, ere. Apart from a few regular forms in the ere. The Okay, regular verbs within each group take the same meanings. Okay, reflexive verb. Oh, there we go. Here's the reflexive verbs. Reflexive verbs can be easily identified by the additional C. This is actually, I guess, I just realized the time is passing by much more quickly. It's much better when I don't have to go to work the next day because now I can actually be like relax and not have to worry so much about time. I can just work on this for the hour, and the time goes by relatively quickly because normally I'm so obsessed over I gotta go to sleep or I gotta go work that it's hard for me to like. But I'm worried about the time, but I'm not worried as much about the time right now because I can just read this. It's actually cool. I'm saying this as if it's some huge revelation, but like I said, sometimes I need to be reminded that because it's not really a revelation. Okay, which is an infinite. So chiamarsi. Well, okay, so chiamare. Okay, so it's chiamare, but they take away the e and say si. Okay, I haven't been writing anything. I might as well just put this here for now because that's not my main concern. Is just to read this just to see in an honesty, LC and ESA. So you get rid of the final E, okay? They just add the flex pronouns mi, ti, si, ci, si. Okay, mi alzo, ti alzi, si alza, ci alziamo, ci alzate, alzano, alza, zezza, alzano. Okay, divertirsi, I got jokes I want to. Divertirsi. Mi diverto, ti diverti, si diverte, ci divertiamo, vi divertite, si divertono, or divertono. I don't know how to say it. Non si alzano mai prima delle 8. Si divertire senz'altro. Okay. So that's, like I said, it's not entirely difficult. It's just that I don't know when I'm ever gonna get to these verb forms. I mean, if I actually go through with learning this language, I'm gonna have to. But I feel like it's like such difficult just at the start because I'm still having trouble with the present tense. Okay, imperative. Yeah, it says the imperative is used to give orders, instructions, advice. The regular imperative is okay. Yep, yep. The two form of imperative is used to just children people you know well. The void form is used to just a group of people. Except the two form of are verbs, the other forms are the same as the two form of the present tense. Yeah, there's some irregularities. So, parlare, parla, parlate. What's someone? Is there different? The two form of are. Okay. Tu parla. Okay, it's not parli. I guess. I think that's what it is. Voi parlate. So some. Yeah, okay, so it's going. It's not going to the regular. Okay, showing this before the present tense, which is parlare, parla, parlate. Okay, credere, credi, credete. So maybe it's not e. I thought for sure it's e. Credete, sentire, senti, sentite. Finire, finisci, finisci. Right, so finisci, finite. The verb also has a noi form. Change let's the same as the noi form. Yeah, jouons, jugamos instead of like let's play. Parlare, parliamo. Credere, crediamo. Sentire, sentiamo. Finire, finiamo. The form the imperative is used. Okay. So parlare, parli. Yes, I guess you would have to do that. That's interesting. Yeah. So parli, credere, creda. Sentire, senta. Finire, finisca. I almost said finisca. Finisca. The imperative and object pronouns. Okay. Sorry, I'm just really thirsty. La guardi meglio, è tutta sporca. Clearly, okay, direct and indirect come before. Direct come before the lead imperative, and tutta sporca non lo ascolti, che scherza, okay. They're not added at the end of two, knowing, okay, so they're not, they are added to the end too, okay, so telefonategli al più presto. Okay, interesting. I wonder why it's like that. I don't know. Alziamoci alle 7. Alziamoci alle 7. Non parliamone più. I don't know why I'm like, because normally I was trying to just get away from the camera, but I don't know. Oh well, it's at the end of the world. Okay, that's another thing. I get distracted too easily. Okay, 47. So I still got a good time. I think I might be able to go through this all. Yeah, it's actually, I'm not going to remember this really, but it's good to just get a primer, I think. Telefonategli a più presto. I wish I had photographic memory because you remember everything I saw. I'm not one of those people. So I gotta. Something's weird because like sometimes I remember it's like I don't know why. What I guess I'm not the only person. This is just general. Some people like people it's just randomly something you can remember the first time, and then other things that you gotta do it over and over again. Alziamoci alle 7. Non parliamone più. Andare, fare, dare, dire. The first letter pronoun is double. The only except is di. Okay, dimmi la verità. Dalle questo. Digli che arrivo domani. Wow. Ok, dimmi la verità. Dalle questo. Digli che arrivo domani. Very interesting. The negative imperative too was non fumare per favore. Other non plus imperative. Wow, so two is the infinitive? Very strange. Non fumare per favore. The other one's non fumate is non fumate per favore. Wow. See, this is why. What is that comparative grammar book? I really should be looking at that too because because that would help me fresh up on my. As long as assuming there aren't too many errors, and that would help me brush up my French and Spanish as well. Because now some of these I'm questioning if it's similar to the way it is in French. Non, non fumare per favore. Non fumate per favore. And the negative object pronouns come before the lay imperative. Non lo dica. Okay. They can either come before the two or we add to the end of it. And the negatives before the pronoun, even if it's dropping object pronouns out, like non dirlo, non lo dire. Wow. It's confusing. Okay, so single presence tense, a wider use in its English equivalent. Lo lavoro could be translated as either I work or I'm working. Yep. According to context, besides expressing actions which relate to the meaning, present also refers to actions which are irregular, because ogni mattina faccio un passeggiata. Actions which relate to future intention. Fra un mese andiamo in Spagna. Progressive forms, so you say what will happen in the moment of speaking. These forms are less common in Italian than English because it's perfectly normal use of simple present tense to convey the same idea. Yeah. Progressives are formed by combining, like it's more like if you put emphasis on the fact that you're currently doing it or something's currently happening. Okay. I'm gonna stare with the progressive combined with the verb stare with the gerund, the form of which is ando, endo. The present tense and the imperfect tense of stare are used for secretary present and past. Okay. Stavo parlando, stavo prendendo, stavo dormendo, stavi parlando, stavi prendendo, stavi dormendo, stava parlando, stava prendendo. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong way. Stavo parlando, stavi parlando, stava parlando, stavamo parlando, stavate parlando. Okay, stavo prendendo. Why is there only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? It's missing the sixth one. Oh, never mind. It's at the end here. Stavano parlando. Okay, so stavano prendendo. Okay. I'm not going to bother trying to memorize all that right now, but okay, let's see. Could you imagine? That makes me really wish I was somebody that could just memorize stuff and read it once. Sta piovendo. Che stavi facendo? Okay. You only want to do it like that. I'm really thirsty. The perfect tense. Okay, the perfect tense is used to describe a single completed event or action which took place in the past. It can be translated in one of two ways depending on the context. For example, ho parlato can mean either I spoke or I've spoken. It is formed with the present tense of avere or essere. Oh, essere. Is it? I wonder what verbs have essere. Plus the past participle of the verb required for regular verbs. This is formed as well as are verbs. So atto, ere, utto, ire, ito, so parlato, veduto, sentito, avere. Most transitive verbs form with avere. So ho mangiato troppo. Non ha avuto molta fortuna. Okay, when avere is used, the past participle must agree with any direct object that comes before the verb. So it's like French. Uh-oh. Io te l'ho lasciato lì e ledo. Okay. Ho comprato una macchina. L'ho comprata. Wow. So, but the thing is, that's very interesting. L'ho comprata ieri. Hai visto Maria in casa? Sì, le ho viste ieri. So it's direct object, so it's not like the indirect, it's probably like French. Hai visto Maria e Carla? Sì, le ho viste ieri. Essere, okay, most intransitive verbs, all reflexive verbs, okay. All reflexive verbs is like French, but most intransitive verbs, that sounds like a lot. Form the past tense with essere. When this happens, the past participle acts like an adjective or agrees with the subject and gender. Yeah. Maria è andata a Roma molte volte. Ci, ci siamo annoiati molto. Annoiati. So it's like French, like ennuyant, ennuyat. It's like it sounds like annoyed, but it actually means bored. I don't know if they got the same cognate. La serata è stata veramente piacevole. Irregular past participle. Okay, oh there we go. Okay, so okay, yeah. So essere is it forming the perfect with essere. J'étais. So you would say okay. So that's not like French, because French the été is j'étais, but so it uses avoir. But apparently here it's essere uses essere. Interesting. Sono, so you'd say sono stato. Wow, interesting. Yeah, it's definitely not like Italian. I mean, definitely that's definitely different from French. Okay, there's all of these, but I'm not gonna. Venire, vivere. That's another one. Vivere, live. It's sono vissuto, or sei vissuto, or maybe that's it. Sette vissuto. It's not because it's j'ai vécu. J'ai vécu. Pretty sure that's how it is in French. So yeah, so it's definitely not the same. Of course, I'm not even. I don't remember how it is in Spanish. You can realize I gotta get better at my Spanish. I gotta get better at everything. Piacere. Ça t'a plu? No, so that's different too. Morire. That's actually nascere. That's the same as in French. The perfect tense is used to describe something which used to happen frequently or regularly in the past. Okay. Andavamo a scuola a piedi. A piedi. We used to walk to school. Okay. Describe what was happening. What was happening when something else happened. Dormivo quando Sergio, is it Sergio è arrivato. Aveva 6 anni quando è nata Carla. Okay. Express an emotional physical state in the past and refer to time, age, or the weather. Okay. Ieri sera Beatrice, I guess Beatrice, era stanca. Aveva I capelli biondi. Erano le 7. Quando eravamo piccoli, ci piaceva, ci piaceva andare a mare. Era una bella giornata. Era una bella giornata. Okay. Parlavamo. Sorry, you might hear my foot hitting against that. Wasn't really noticing I was doing that. Parlavate, parlavano, credevo, credevi, credeva, credevamo, credevate, credevano. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to finish this. Say verb tables for these are the verbs which are regular and imperfect. Yeah. Use of the perfect and imperfect. So the perfect is used to describe a completed a single action in the past. The imperfect describes a continuing, repeated, or habitual action. Yeah, so all this is I already know. When they're used together, the imperfect is the tense that sets the scene, while the perfect is used to move the action forward. Okay, ho visto Marco giovedì. So Marco on Thursday. Okay. Andavo in piscina il giovedì. I used to go something else. Okay. Björn, okay. Che? I thought it was perché, but that says poiché. Okay. Poiché faceva caldo, Siamo andati tutti a mare. The past historic tense. Well, this is one I'm curious about. The past historic is a tense that refers to something that happened in the past, generally in the relatively distant past. It is formed by adding instead of ending to the verb before adding. Infinitive is dropped. Semitic verbs is a choice of endings. The forms both sets of endings are commonly used. Wow. A large number of verbs form the past historic in irregular ways. Parlare, parlai, parlasti. Vedere, vendei, vendetti. Dormire, dormi. Okay. Oh, interesting. Go and pronto. Se ne andò. Andò. It's kind of making me think of the future and the passe simple, but the difference is I don't. It doesn't here. It's not saying it's like mainly just a literary tense, so it makes me wonder if that's used in spoken too. Again, even in Spanish, I have trouble remembering the difference between like okay. I have to differentiate between use the three, but there's also the pluperfect. So there's actually like 4 past tenses. There's the yeah. There might be more, but when I think of it, yeah. Well, I mean, you can think of it in French. Well, I'm thinking of French. Is the passé composé, uh, imparfait, passé simple, plus que parfait, but the passé simple isn't used much in French except for literary, like in literary or formal writing. So that's easy for me. It's like it's easier to know when I'm supposed to use them compared to Spanish. I gotta figure that out, but I'm not gonna do that right now because I'm doing Italian. Okay, so the pluperfect tense means to talk about an event that happened before the event that is the main focus of tense. Yeah. Like the perfect tense is used to form avere and essere, the past participle, the past tense of avere or essere is followed by the past participle. If the verb is essere auxiliary, the past participle agrees with the subject. Ok, yep. Li avevo visti l'estate prima. Ci eravamo già conosciuti. Conosciuti. Okay, so it's the future tense. Okay, so let's see. The future can be experienced in different ways. So yeah, English doesn't really, apparently people say English doesn't have future tense. I guess, yeah, we don't. It's like we don't conjugate the verb based on the future tense, but we do use either will or going to. I will, I will eat some food tomorrow. I'm going to eat some food tomorrow. Okay, a bad example, but like I will go to the gym tonight, or I'm going to go to the gym tonight. So I don't even know really what the difference between the two are. For me, I don't even know if they're really in English. Is there even really a difference? Like for me, I don't really know the difference. Okay, the future, telling the future. Okay, so we use the present tense with the appropriate time. Yeah. Non sono libero domani. Partiamo per le vacanze lunedì prossimo. Prossimo. No, I think it's prossimo. I don't know. Sorry. I know I shouldn't be doing this on stream, but it's not. It's been worse. Okay. You can use the future tense, especially when making predictions or stating a fact about the future. Okay. Avrete molto successo. Okay, you have great success. Balleranno tutta la notte. Domani nevicherà. Each is by dropping the final E and adding the future endings. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Ballare, prendere, dormire, ballerò, ballerai. Ok. Stasera Alio ballerà con il padre. Non lo lascerà mai. Verbs in ingare add an H before the endings to keep the hard sound. This is yeah. Vi spiegheremo tutto noi. Caccarete subito lavoro. Okay. The conditional and then the subjunctive. Yeah, because it doesn't teach like the different forms of it. Because like here, right? Look at this. It doesn't teach the. I don't even see the. There's only one conditional. I guess because you can use the past conditional. Okay. But there's the past subjunctive as well. But sorry. Verb ends in got in, H before the okay, yeah, okay, conditional. Yep. It's just A is the same verb that's like the future they added the verb minus the final E. Ok. Yeah. Potremmo venire con te. Dovresti andare a letto presto. Vorrebbe fare una partita a tennis. Non vivrebbero mai all'estero. Saresti il primo a saperlo. Okay. And then the last one. The one that's the bane of Anglophones. Subjunctive. Yes, is the subjunctive a special form of the verb that expresses doubt, unlikelihood, or desire? The subjunctive is not very common in modern English, and often forms with let, should, yet to do the same job. Italian subjunctive is very common. It is obligatory in certain circumstances. The subjunctive is commonly used to show what is being said is not concrete fact. For example, it indicates doubt or necessity, or after verbs of ordering, requiring, or persuasion. In contrast with the indicative, the normal form of the verb, which always indicates a greater degree of certainty. The subjunctive is also translated by infinitive in English. Yeah. Whereas subjunctive is generally used when the main verb is this in the sentence is in the present. The past subjunctive is used when the main verb is in the past. And we're talking about a hypothetical. Yeah. Credo che tu abbia ragione. Okay, so et je crois que tu as raison. In French, you wouldn't use the subjunctive for croire. I'm pretty sure. Spero Spero che questo problema si risolva. J'espère que ce problème est résolu. J'espère que ce problème est résolu. I don't think you say ce problème soit résolu. Mais bisogna che tu legga tutto. That one you definitely say it. Il faut que tu dises tout. Yeah, so that one you would use. Voglio que tu m'y aiuti. That one you'd also use French. Je veux que tu m'aides. That one would also use. Voglio che tu mi aiuti. Volevo che mi aiutassi. I wanted, okay. Oh, so that was pretty much it there. But now the thing is, I was just seeing is there anything. I find it interesting that no, it has actually like English grammar. I should read a book about English grammar, but I don't know if there's any good books about English grammar for Anglophones because I don't want to read a book about one for ESL because I want one something that's more in depth, but that can explain it better. But yeah, so that was Italian for today. So I guess I'll do tonight. But that was an okay stream. I guess even though like I didn't really learn anything because that was just more a primer. But I figured I might as well go through that. So until next time, take care.